Good morning, everyone. So I just wanted to come on here and do a quick little video to bring back Teen Talks. And I can explain at a later date why it's been away for so long, but it really just has to do with focusing so much on the scholarship and the homework project. But after being asked to speak at a high school yesterday and being around teenagers, just like knowing that this is part of what I'm meant to be doing, this is my service. And so what I spoke about yesterday at the high school, I was asked to go speak for a career day at Royal Bay Secondary High School, which is a really great opportunity for me. And so the title of my speech or my talk was "Make the Rules or Break the Rules, You Decide." And I just really tried to encourage youth, teenagers, to embody that feeling of making decisions based on their core desired feelings. And so that's kind of how I ended up where I am today, was getting rid of what the goal is and focusing on what the feeling behind the goal is. And so to give you an example of that, of what I asked the teenagers yesterday was, how many of you in the room want to be rich? And so most of them raised their hand, not everyone, but most of them did. And then so asking them why. Why do you want to be rich? And the responses came back along the lines of, so that I can buy whatever I want, so I can travel where I want, so I can, not worry. And so those were sort of, very similar responses. And, but then I tried to get them to think outside of that realm of the goal to be able to travel, and to focus more on what's the feeling, like how do you feel when you get to travel, or how would you feel if you had the opportunity to be able to travel all the time? And teaching them that if you work on what your core desired feeling is, you can build your life around that, so that you're not waiting for that one day when you are rich, you become rich and you start to feel it every single day. And maybe rich isn't your goal, maybe your goal is something else. And so what I used as an example with them, or to try to describe to them, is that for me, when I figured out after a lot of really sitting down and planning of how I want my life to unfold and how I want it to look, my core desired feeling is freedom. If there's one word to describe how I want to feel on a day-to-day basis in every situation and every interaction, it is freedom for me. So I want freedom in my relationships. I want freedom in my finances. I want freedom in my day-to-day activities. And a big part of that is what has led me to leave my position as a full-time teacher, because for me, I wasn't feeling free. I felt like I was in this Monday to Friday, sort of 8 to 4, 9 to 5 sort of job. I still want to work with teenagers. So how do I take what I'm passionate about, working with teenagers, and align that with how I want to feel, which is freedom? So I had to learn how to create my own business and be able to do the things that work for me. And freedom for me looks like something that I embody every day. So I wake up and I can have a nice slow morning. I had a girlfriend come over this morning. We walked down the road, we grabbed a coffee, we took pictures of the cherry blossom trees. We came back here, we hung out. I'm probably going to do a little bit of yoga. I really had to decide how I want to feel on a day-to-day basis so that I can feel really good. So I'm not waiting for that one day. So many people want you to go to college, get the job, have the family, retire, get your pension, and then you might feel free. And to me, that's not what works for me. And it might work for some people, but it's definitely not, it doesn't align with my values. So if for them, the feeling is they want to be rich so that they can travel, well, how does traveling make you feel? So does traveling make you feel really peaceful and just really calm? If you are waiting to get rich, to travel, to feel that way, what if you're always waiting? Or what if the rest of your life just seems sort of chaotic, waiting for that moment? How can you get that feeling of peacefulness and feeling calm on a day-to-day basis? So figuring out ways to embody that in your everyday life so that every day feels like the day you've won the lottery or the day that you go on vacation. And so I'm not suggesting that everybody leave their job or work for themselves or that sort of thing. But what I am suggesting is that really sitting down and planning out where you feel creative, what makes you feel good, how you want to be successful, how you want to be present in front of others, and then work around practices that can help you get there on a day-to-day basis. So that's what led me into speaking about the homework project, in that I think post-secondary school is pretty necessary this day and age, and if not necessary, like valuable. But I also don't believe that it has to be done post right out of high school. So I'm really encouraging teens to take up this opportunity of free travel, that I will pay for them to go wherever they want in the world, and I will pay for their accommodation and their food and their yoga teacher training. And it was really interesting in that, like, students yesterday had no previous desire to become a yoga teacher. And I said, like, you don't have to become a yoga teacher. Just take me up on this training. Go travel for free. Meet new people. Be immersed in a new culture. Figure out who you are, because yoga teacher training will teach you more about yourself than any other experience that you'll ever go through. Then maybe decide how you want to let the rest of your path lay out. So then maybe you apply to university with a new sense of what you want to do, or then maybe you continue to travel or go out into the workforce. So for teens, those of you that I met so many great new teens yesterday at Royal Bay Secondary, and I know that you're now on these pages and watching these videos, and that's so awesome. And all the other previous teens in my life, back with Teentalks, and really excited about it. And for the adults watching, maybe just think about, what is your core desired feeling? Like, what is a feeling? And if you're getting stuck with feelings, literally Google different feelings and then see which ones sort of like start to resonate with you, and daily practices that you can start to take up and embody, so that you can create that feeling for yourself on a day-to-day basis and not waiting for that one day. So getting rid of the goal or the outcome and really enjoying the journey and the process. And I hope that sits well with you, and have a great day.